cut in on what you guys are doing and whatnot. But there was this thread, right? I'm trying to find it now. Someone sent it to me earlier. It had the VVV Hall of Fame. It was a VVV Hall of Fame thread. I don't know what that was about. Do you know about that, Junior? You're in it. It's you, Romance, and RTD. But I'm trying to find it.
I don't know what it is, but I'm guessing it's just like our wins, like our tournament results. I think it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out. Okay, these are articles, events, news, and announcements. I'm trying to find out why wasn't what's his name, Rio, in it. But I could be wrong.
Because Rio quit.
So what does that? He still got them wins.
It don't matter in their eyes, and you should know that. It's called bitterness. Let's be realistic. Unlike you, who gets accused of accusing and making accusations, I'm going to come straight out and say, VVV didn't put him in the fucking Hall of Fame for one reason and one reason only, because he walked away from them to pursue something on his own before the shit blew up, and they were bitter. Does it really matter that if he's in the VVV Hall of Fame or not?
Yeah, the reason why it matters is because, let's say down the road Rio decides to leave EMP to go do something else. He wants to go do something else. Everything that a player does, no matter what organization he goes to, is like a resume. They can gather that resume and use that for their own personal endeavors. That is the whole point. It's like a job.
But what I'm saying is, since VVV is actually disbanding the fighting game teams, that fact that he didn't get put onto their Hall of Fame when there's been how many, in fact, I don't know, Corey, I still got you here? I don't know if Corey's still with us. I think he might have muted us off. I don't know how many players they've had since their
Yo, I'm gonna put the Hall of Fame thing. Go to this link that I'm gonna put right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna see it.
You talking about with all the ribbons? First place, second place. Am I looking at the wrong thing?
Okay, I see. You see the troll Junior just tried to do me. You see the troll Junior just tried to do. You didn't put the link. You didn't put the link.
No, I put it on. I put it on the chat. I put it on the chat on.
The chat. Oh, okay.
It's on the chat.
I'm gonna put it on Skype.
I thought.
Hey man, you like fish sticks that much, man? It's okay.
Yeah, I saw one of their biggest games that they have on their Hall of Fame.
All right.
But it's kind of. I do find it kind of ironic, though. That they'll run down a ribbon list. A ribbon list of first and second.
Where's the names? Okay, wait. You can click the link and it should show you the names of the people. Yeah, there you go. Each of them have a link to the players. All right, so each of them have a link to the players.
Yeah, so you just gotta go like to the game. So like go to the Mortal Kombat, then it has everything there.
Yeah, that's what I just saw it, and I click CEO and it has it there. Same thing.
Man, look at all those fucking first plays I gave those guys, man.
Oh shit.
Well, you see their Evo picture?
Huh?
You see their Evo? Actually, I'll just post it in the stream real quick. It's the CdJr in it. They have it posted on their thing. This one. It's in the stream.
See, I'm looking at. Okay, look. This doesn't even make any sense. Okay. All right, watch it. All right, I'm gonna look at all their games, right? Apex. Wow, they have Apex in there for Super Smash Brothers, but there's no link. And I know those two, that second and third place win is Mewtwo King, but there's no link to it. Oh, World Cyber Games, first place, I know who that is. That's Chef. No, that's Flash. I mean, that's when Flash beat Denka. They picked up Flash the morning of the Nationals. That was ridiculous. I was like, are you serious? Well, I respect that. But all right, I'm looking at their, okay, look at their Smash Brothers, right? And this is for, obviously, MLG, right? That's when they had Mewtwo King. I don't know why they, look what Mewtwo King did for them. Fourth, first, second, and this is MLG. And then this is Devastation. Then Apex, he got third and fourth, third, second, fourth, and then Major League Gaming Rally, he got first and second. Then, all right, so Soul Calibur, obviously first and fourth, that's RTD. that just got there, right? And then you have Mortal Kombat 9. Look at if you look at their entire list of all the other games that they play.
Pherleece, are we online or are we off? It's saying offline.
Oh, you're offline.
Hold on.
No, you're offline.
It says
It's just kicked in. It's just kicked back in.
Yeah, I see live.
I refreshed it. Yeah, I refreshed it.
It's live.
That was
It's
all about.
showing.
Yo, I'm sorry. You know what? When I used to hear
happens
Phil and
sometimes.
when I heard Phil and Arturo bitch about Twitch TV, I'm starting to agree with him now.
No, I don't know if it's actually Twitch. I'm hearing myself.
It's live. It's live. You keep talking, Trevor.
All right. So I'm looking at their Call of Duty, right? You look at their Counter-Strike, Crossfire, DJR, FIFA, the Gears of War 1, 2, and 3. They're pretty decent. Their Guitar Hero, they were phenomenal in their Guitar Hero. I wonder who they had as their guy. The guy that won their Guitar Hero, is that what's his name? Daniel?
No, the Guitar Hero best player is Paradise.
Okay.
The guy that does the guy that hosts the losers bracket.
The loser bracket, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then they got their Halo 3, which was not so bad. They have an FFA, Halo Reach. But when you combine their fighting game division, King of Fighters, Mortal Kombat, Smash Brothers, Soul Calibur, their fighting game division is actually their winning division. Why would you cut that? That's why I don't believe someone got the speaker on.
Who's making noise?
That's not me. That's not me. That's not me. That's not me.
No, it isn't.
My mic is off.
My
maybe
mic-
Corey.
I don't even see who it is. It's not showing.
That's it. That's it. It's gone.
That was random. Okay,
Alright.
that was just an error. That's why I don't believe that they released the fighting game division because of a uniform. I think it's something a lot more deep, in depth, and which is what I wanted to get it up with you guys.
So what do you think it is?
I think it's very hard for them to make money off of fighting games. That's just real rap.
But you got to remember, there's only like 4 or 5 players in the fighting game division.
No. Forget about the players. Look at it from their brand standpoint, their organization. Remember how how people always ask, well, Triforce, how does Empire Arcadia make money? Well, I have a private investor who burns money into me, and he's okay with burning the money into me for what I do. It's just that I take some of that money and I put it into the players, although they tell me not to, but it's whatever. Actually, I shouldn't say that because that's their money, so I take that back. It's not whatever. But I go with my gut decision on what I think is best to do. But when you look at them, you have to ask yourself, how do they make money? For instance, Junior, since there's no fight game division, so I guess this information can now be declassified. Who had the deal with NOS, you or VVV?
Me.
So see, VVV didn't even have the deal. So Junior's making the money, or whatever perk NOS is giving out as a sponsorship, the brand isn't getting it. It's just Junior.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing is how is VVV making money from the fighting game division? That's the question. And I think this is what I think, that they're not making any money. Whoever's new that's in.
So my question is if esports if esports teams like EG and VVV, all right, so if VVV is not making money out of us, that like me and Bria, because we're actually winning at NOG and shit like that. How is Evo Geniuses making money out of Justin Warren, Ricky Ortiz, and Flo?
Whoa! Who said they are?
So they just have them there. So they have them there just to have them.
No, but
Well, I would not sponsor players if it's not making me money. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck if they're not winning. I mean, if they're winning. So why does EG still have Justin Warren and Flo and Ricky Ortiz?
Because before EG even got involved, EG was making money from the PC division.
Right.
They've always been, I don't know how they're making money from their PC division. I will not even dare to speculate because it's an area of expertise that only Sir Scoots knows, and Mr. Alex Garfield. But they took an invested risk coming into the fighting game communities to see if they could develop a market in it, and they got the best talent at the time, which is Justin Wong, and then they added to that talent by getting Ricky Ortiz. So with those two players, they have a huge American presence. They have an international presence in Momochi. But the question still remains: how are they making money from their their fighting game division? That's the question. Here's an example. So I'll make the I said I was going to make two announcements. I'll make the first announcement now. Let me write down the second one. Right. I'll make the first announcement now.
Okay.
During Evo, Empire Arcadia, I don't even want to say we acquired a sponsor. A sponsor partnered with us. It was kind of random, thanks to KDZ's scouting work back at MLG Columbus. Duckster picked us up. They're a social network site for gamers. You can check them out at Duckster.com. And they picked us up. They had a player, what's this guy's name? He played Soul Calibur. I was going to call him Starhawk. Hawkeye. And they acquired us. The deal that they acquired us on is sponsorship to this event that we're going to tomorrow in the Caribbean islands. The two final MLGs, and then one expo event. And that comes with the regular accommodations and so forth. In this particular deal, Empire Arcadia doesn't make any money from the signing. However, but there's a part of the deal where, as we grow, this is why it's called a sponsorship partnership rather than just a regular sponsorship. As Duckster as a company can utilize Empire Arcadia and its accolades that it has gained throughout its years to market to their outside entities to have those people invest in their brand. If they use Empire Arcadia to acquire said deal, Empire Arcadia gets a certain percentage of that because they're using our accolades to seal such says deal. That's how EMP makes its money. Then at the same time, Ducks is sponsoring the players. So now the company, the brand is making money and the players are getting sponsored. That's a way. That's the typical way. The typical way a competitive gaming brand generates income. So I can only assume that's what EG does, but in the PC scene, it is a lot more money because PC games, just the technology behind it, the accessories and the peripherals that's being sold is just ridiculous. So the amount of money, Steel Series, Razor, and the rest of these companies, they're just spitting out millions and millions of dollars. Like it's just, they're just pissing it out because people have to buy these products. So that's how they're making their money. Which leads back to the original point. I don't think VVV was able to land anything. So the new guy that came on was like, well, I don't care how many tournaments these guys are winning. It's not generating any money for us. So what's the sense of keeping them? Along with stuff like you not wearing your shirt, which I think that's a piss poor excuse.
I think the shirt was just like you said. It was an excuse, an easy excuse for them, because, like I said, from glancing over the contracts, basically anything they deemed not acceptable for the code of conduct for them was grounds for the dismissing of the contract, and they wanted to make sure that if they were going to basically defunct this, that using the shirt as leverage for them to say, well, part of our deal is you have to wear our shirt, which from what you were saying, Junior, you actually let another member borrow a shirt whose shirt got lost, misplaced, or whatever. To be penalized for that just by itself is foolish, because it just goes to show that two members of the same team were looking out for each other to make sure they actually represented VVV in the right light by you giving him the shirt for him to play with.
But James, if anyone watched Evo over the weekend, Junior was marketing the hell out of VVV. Nothing against RTD, nothing against Romance, but Junior got all the interviews. Junior got the furthest between the players, and the VVV name was put out there hard body. Like
hard body. Junior, were you wearing that shirt during the interviews? When they were filming you?
No, because I wasn't playing those days, dude. It was Friday.
Okay. But James, VVV was in his name when he was being introduced. Like there's a GameStop video with Slasher interviewing him, and it says VVV/Nos CdJr. So although he wasn't wearing a shirt, he still got represented.
But basically, my point is this: he represented VVV better. I mean, me and Junior have had fights over this. And he says to me, no, VVV. He's been loyal to them from day one. And it's commendable that he is.
Yeah, it's true.
And it was a one-way street. His loyalty went unnoticed. You know, Jarrett's loyalty and the upper echelon of the VVV organization could give two shit at the end of the day. You know.
That's what I get. That's what I get for being too good.
And I told you that. I told you that from day one. You know, it's just a matter of what way you want to get fucked. You want it in the ass, the mouth, or the pussy. It's up to you.
All right, that was way too much information.
I prefer. I don't know.
Oh wait.
I don't like to get fucked. My asshole is a one-way street, man. Just everything goes out.
Just to say, you think KO police likes fish sticks?
Oh man, why are we even talking about this? I did that person of all people.
Yo, why people think I'm kidding when I say I'll fuck KO police, yo?
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. He just went there.
I'm serious. Man. I'm serious.
I'm done. I'm so done. That was oh my god, my heart's hurting me now.
Anyway, you said you had.
As far as I know, there's not a ding-dong down there, so it's good to me.
Oh, okay. Right. I guess so. The wonders of modern science.
Look at Poison, yo. You wanna fuck Poison?
Nah. First of all, they did a mod of Poison in a new costume, and they gave her a bulge. I am not joking. They gave I was gonna say KO police. They gave Poison a bulge. That's just like, no. Man, listen. But the second announcement is that officially Rio has been put into officially into the Guinness Book of World Records. So just want to tell everyone to congratulate Rio for making the Guinness Book of World Record 2013, the Gamers Edition.
So if I call the Guinness World Records, and even though I didn't win Evo, but I do have the most first place win all around in tournaments, so I'm gonna be put in the Hall of Fame for that.
No, it's not a Hall of Fame, but you actually can get into Guinness Book, Junior. If you I can get you in contact with the person, and all you would need is to contact Adam or Sundance from MLG, and have them speak to the this particular gentleman I'm going to get you in contact with.
What did Rio get in the book for?
The most consistent Mortal Kombat champion.
But that was me.
Actually, no. He actually has
He doesn't have more first place wins than me.
But no, you're not understanding. You have to look at it Guinness standpoint. Whatever information is brought to them until it's disputed, the record stays there as is. Like for instance, Ryan Hart had 176 wins and 0 losses in Super Street Fighter 4. No, in Street Fighter 4. But in the very same year he got that. Justin Wong had 300 wins and 0 losses. But Justin's world record was not reported to Guinness in the same year. It was reported a year later.
But you said he's in there as the most consistent player, right?
Yes. So if you went to Guinness
until I come in.
Yes, when you come in, then they'll probably remove him out. Well, actually, no. Most likely they're going to remove him out for it. But like I said, you can go to Adam and have him speak to the gentleman from Guinness, because they have a section in the book now called the esports section. So stuff like MLG, stuff like the EG Masters, what's this name? I forgot. DreamHack and Evo, they're gonna put the stats in there. Same thing for what's this guy's name? Detroit Bowling. Detroit Bowling's also gonna put in the Guinness record because they're gonna track the MLG winnings. But they need permission from MLG to post that. So you have to talk to Adam about that. So if you talk to Adam about that, then you should be good.
And do you get paid for being in the Guinness Book?
No, you do not get paid.
It's a matter of honor.
Yeah, it not only
Does it say EMP Rio?
What? Yes, it does say EMP Rio. Why
So basically,
would
you
it
got
not?
him in before Junior could do it, so EMP could be in the book.
Damn, exposed.
Just that's how it sounds to me. Sorry.
No, I got him in because
Good
he's
shit,
EMP.
though.
No, I got him in because he's EMP. If I wanted to get EMP in the book, EMP is already in the book. When I got my Guinness World Record from Nintendo about 4 weeks ago, so that's not. I'm not doing it because I'm trying to get. I'm like trying to get him in before Junior, because if that was the case, I wouldn't even tell Junior. I'd just be like, no, don't tell Junior anything. We'll just keep it to Rio on some scumbag shit. But he earned it, so I'm just letting him know how he can get it done.
You know, VVV didn't do that for CdJr, but now Junior, you should definitely do it, and you know, you wouldn't use your name, so it'll be like in their face.
Hey, Pherleece, do me a favor. Try to add Mr. Bill again. He's back on.
All right, give me a second. I'm not near my computer.
Why don't he just call?
I don't think he knows how to dial it.
Hold on, I'll do it in less than a minute.
He says, no. Uh-oh, watch this. This is the biggest troll. If he trolls, I'm out of here, because I gotta pack up anyway.
Man, if you don't pick up the damn phone, I will never call you again.
Alright, hold on.
Tom, if you hear us, we're trying to call you again right now.
Exactly. Put it on the stream so everyone can see us calling him.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do it. I do it a different way. I want to do it James's way.
Oh well. Yo, are there any Japanese players going to that shit?
Alright, Bill, I hope you're watching.
Bill, we're calling you. Right there. You cannot say we're not calling you.
Call back at 11.
Somebody said go back in time and call me at 11. Wow, you fucking bitch.
Well, right now it is 11. I'm in Cali still.
Yeah, we're still in Vegas, bitch.
It says call failed.
Fuck you, Tom. Fuck you twice.
Alright, hold on for a second, guys. Give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Alright, mute yourself, though.
Okay.
Alright, so, I mean, we've hit up on this whole thing with the VVV. We can beat it down if we want. Though, I do gotta say, Claude, if you could send a couple of those meme links that you did for the VVV guys, you know, I think it would kind of immortalize them. And
send it to who?
Oh. What's that?
Send it to who?
Send it to Pherleece so we can put it on.
I did. He didn't put them on yet.
Put them on.
You gotta understand, I'm not always on my computer. I didn't really plan on this. I was gonna listen to it from my speakers.
Okay.
But so when I get to my computer, I will do it. Okay.
Well, you know, get on your bike and drive to the other end of the freaking house and computer. This is how, you know, I don't know this laid back thing that you Pherleece, you know, that the Wtih show got, but you know, we're on the go the whole time here, man. We're like the Inquirer.
Yeah, you guys are on the go, the on blast show.
We're always on the go because we're on blast. I don't even hear a man from Mr. Brady. We keep calling you all the time.
Yeah, it says add here. He's in the chat now, but he didn't answer the call. Come on, Tom. We need you to get on here.
Yo, fucking.
Just tell him to call me.
Yo, I want to start streaming already, but fucking Maxter hasn't bought the computer yet.
Tom, call Pherleece.
You buy the. I'll tell you the parts to pick up, and I'll build your computer.
No, because I don't. You think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm gonna pay for a computer and then?
Hold on. Tom. I already explained this to you already before. The timetable we had here, we started at 10. We were originally going to start with CdJr on the show, which we did. But we ran into audio problems. We couldn't do anything about that, and that's
Natus.
Half hour. Yeah.
You are talking to a 35-year-old man bragging about us not calling us at fucking 11. Are you serious?
You know, Tom.
He's acting like a little kid. Fuck you, Brady. Fuck you. Twice. When you come to my house, I'm gonna tell my mom to cook again for you, bitch.
Oh boy.
Damn.
Man.
I want
Puberty
home
kicked in. Oh God.
Swear to God, man.
That kind of looks like him too, even with the body. Yeah, this is a family stream, guys.
But yeah, man, when Maxter gets the computer, I'm gonna start streaming.
Alright.
Actually, I don't know. I could probably start streaming right now, but the thing is that my laptop is not that powerful. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
that last meme is, that last meme gets right to the heart of the point, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, what's me, young boys? Create VVV.
Oh man.
Damn, that cover up.
We are a family-oriented show.
What the fuck?
Oh man, Claude's gonna die from laughing.
Great. I mean, I really don't want. I really don't want to hit on the Wonder Chef fight thing too much. I believe it was talked about enough. I'm not going to beat a dead horse about something that I believe shouldn't have happened. It was between two men. They've talked back and forth for a while. But to be honest, it shouldn't have happened inside the arena the way it did. A little disappointing, I don't know what to say as far as, why it escalated so much. I had actually just walked up to the arena when it literally broke out in front of me, and from what I saw,
Fucking Brady.
I don't want to say somebody's antagonizing, but I Wonder Chef, he said he was going to bring it, and he brought it, and I think you should have expected differently. I'm not condoning it, but if somebody says do it again, and you do, then you got to expect a reaction. Unfortunately, it wasn't the greatest reactions. But fighting. Sometimes fighting back is the dumb move. Not really, Revolver. It's called defending self. I wouldn't want somebody pummeling the shit out of me and just stand there. Alright, you guys are going mean crazy now. Blake's show is tomorrow. Hey, Tom, I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna break my cock, then you know what? You can get out of the stream and go fucking get emo somewhere.
Whoa, it's going crazy. It's going crazy.
Oh, my bad.
To call you all night. I mean, get your Skype in order so you can answer phones.
Do you realize what he did last time when we tried to get him on, and then he bitched about it? He went on Blake's show and said whatever he had to say. He's doing the same thing right now.
Go on the Blake show. I told you I would get you on. I tried to get you on as quick as possible, but I mean, unless I'm wherever you're at, if I'm in Dallas or if I'm in Jersey and I can answer your Skype phone for you, I would, but you're not answering it. We've tried to call all night. You know what? I wouldn't have taken punches. I don't care about Evo that much. I'm not getting pummeled by nobody and taking it. I mean, that's as Mr. Triforce likes to say, that's real talk. It ain't a matter of being a man, it's a matter of defending yourself. It ain't a matter of being a man, it's a matter of defending yourself.
Yo, I'm making a meme about this right now.
As far as the fight, why it happened, in a nutshell, I believe there was just some arguments and heated conversations that have carried over from the last Evo. And basically, it's something that carried over from last year to this year, and during the year on the forums, and then once it came, two guys came face to face. Neither of them wanted to back down, and that's usually what happens when people don't want to talk it out. That once again is the point of the show, is to try and get issues out before it turns into something like that. And Junior, mute your microphone if you're not going to talk, because I'm picking up everybody in the background there.
Okay.
But basically, Tom, as far as you go, look, dude, the truth is I've been trying to call you. I can't do anything else. We had freaking sound issues in the beginning. I had to swing over to the Wtih show to have them help me out. So, unfortunately, like I said, I got home 11, 12 o'clock this afternoon. The first thing I was doing was not, set the show.
He has to be trolling, because when I posted up the meme about him, he said, "Ain't that the truth? Sure, I can't." What happened the show right after that one? Tom Brady was our sole guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're not going to be on here all night over here, so Tom, if you ain't going to come on now, then I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, Tom, this ain't going to be a 6-hour show. I got about another half hour, and I'm not going to spend a half hour jerking on my dick trying to convince you to come on. Either come on or don't come on.
Alright, moving on.
Moving on anyway. As far as Evo went, like I said, I had a great time with, everybody from, meeting up with Boone and Video Game Brian and Hector, all the players from the UK, Pig the Hut, even Wonder Chef, I didn't want to see it get to that point. Crazy Bone, we had a really good in-depth conversation about, hopefully growing the community in certain ways to really start to unify everybody as really one community. Everybody I played in MK2, MK3, anybody that steps up to an MK2 or MK3 machine automatically earns my respect. Just overall, the community aspect of the tournament, I loved.
Damn,
but
should we try to add him back in? Because he said to call him. I don't know.
Yo, put that meme up, man.
I will. Should I?
Now I'm thinking that's not the real Tom Brady in chat.
I'm sorry that too, but I got you.
Sounds too gay.
But you see Bill on your contact list, right?
Yeah.
I see him.
Yes, he's online. So if you don't answer, then this is probably not him.
Being gay, dude.
He's putting fish sticks in his mouth.
Hey, what's wrong with putting fish sticks in your mouth?
I don't know. Fish sticks in your mouth?
What are you trying to say? I put fish sticks in my mouth all the time.
I hear you, 48.
Yeah, I know.
Is he really your brother?
48.
They're all out over there. Yeah, everyone look at the stream.
Oh, es la mentira.
That's one of the best memes.
Tu brinca también, amigo, mucho. Espérate, amigo, que tú brincas mucho. ¿Ya? No, tú brincas demasiado con Sony.
I made it, Justin. Claude.
Alright, try to add it one more time. If you don't pick up one more time, you shit out of luck.
You're really trying to add Brady?
Yeah.
Giving him one more shot, one more opportunity.
Done.
Yo, we should just when it goes to voicemail, we should just continue the show and let him hear it on his voice.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa, Tom, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, finally.
Hey.
Yo, fuck you, Tom.
I'm upset now. I'm mad that you picked up now, Brady. Why didn't you pick up earlier?
I was tired and I was going to go to bed, and then I decided, no, I'll just pick up and say absolutely nothing.
Because he was cutting his wrist. He was cutting his wrist and being emo shit.
Why are you emo? What's Brady? Wow.
I mean, it's
Talk to us.
Mute your mic, Manny.
People are too loud in the background.
Yeah, Manny, mute your mic.
That's not me.
Yeah, it is.
We hear you.
We hear everybody in your background.
They're all speaking Spanish. It's
The fuck, Andy.
It's not me.
This isn't the on blast in Zap.
Fuck you.
All right, Tom. What were you gonna say, Tom?
Bill. Oh my goodness.
Well,
Are we
if
really
I'm going
gonna
to say
go
something, it's definitely not going to be at 1:30 in the morning when even if somebody listens to a replay, they're damn sure not going to hear anything. So whatever I have to say is going to fall on deaf ears. So I'll just wait till a more prime time spot at a different time.
Brady, it's 70
Because
70
if I'm going to talk about something, I definitely don't want to talk about something in the I don't give a fuck hour of a show.
There's more people on this show right now than
First of all, there ain't no.
This is the part of the show where we're talking about where do you want to get fucked, the mouth, the ass, or the pussy, and then let's bring on Tom Brady and talk about some issues. You can't go backwards, you know. So
Dude,
just go forward.
What a bitch.
You do know right now that every minute of this show is important. There ain't no after show or any of that shit. All right, we reached out to you since 10 o'clock, and you didn't pick up.
Yeah, bitch.
I can't do no more than that. I can't pick it up for you.
well, okay, but Brady, besides all of that, what is it that you have to say? People are interested, so say it. Everyone in the stream's waiting. There are 70 people in the room. When I got in this room, there was 40 people. That was an hour and change ago. And so there's more people now than when I first got here.
I'm gonna ask the chat if they want to hear Tom Brady. Hold on. Yo, guys, if you wanna hear Tom Brady talk, click 1. If you don't give a fuck, click 2.
Yeah.
Junior, you fucking asshole.
And like that, more 1s and 2s. So everybody shut up and let Tom talk.
All right, so go on, Brady. What's up?
No, I mean they, this guy CdJr. What a dick.
Come on, dude. Let him fucking talk, dude. We don't got much time left. We got like 20 minutes left for the show.
Go, Brady.
I mean, first of all, here's what I want to put on blast. I want to put the Wtih show on blast because yesterday it was clear that I only had 30 minutes talk, and there are a few things I wanted to say. So they put me on a segment of the show where like all this stuff was going on, and I really couldn't say anything at all. And I had such a small window, like a super small window, and there was just too much going on during the window. I don't know.
You talking about because you were on part 2 of the show? You weren't on part 1 of the show?
Yeah, I mean, yesterday I was like, hey, there's something I want to say, and then it came on, and obviously, then they brought Carl and Triforce on right away. Carl, the Evo champion, I'm obviously not about to take any spotlight away from that. You have the Evolution champion on. I mean, I'd much rather let Carl and Triforce speak, if we do a big Evolution win. I'm not going to go on trying to say anything I have to say when, basically, in my opinion, if Carl's on the show to winning Evo, that's his segment. That's his time to talk about, hey, what are you going to do? Where are you going?
We invited more than just him on the show. We invited you, Triforce, Carl, and 16-bit.
Me.
All right.
I understand that, but I only had a very small window. So why would you bring me on in the window that was dedicated to talking to the Evolution champion, where obviously, that's the subject. So
did you see the title of the show?
Can get involved in.
Did you see the title of the show? Did it say Wtih Show Part 2 with the Evo champion? Is that what it said?
Yes.
No, it's not
what
it said. No, it's not what it said.
Okay, all right, that's it. All right, that part
I don't know what it said. I was at a fucking airport. The point is, she brought me.
You were at an airport.
Yeah, I was in the airport. I was catching my connecting flight. So I had a very small window to say anything.
Okay,
and
all right, now, from Brady, and I'm not trying to defend Brady, but I can see how frustrating that is. You're waiting for your connecting flight, and you're on your phone or whatnot, and you come on a stream, and then you're trying to get what you have to say before your connecting flight comes on, and you can't get to say it because whatever the circumstances are. That was just an unfortunate circumstance. My question is this. Since that's the case, because I didn't hear what you had to say because of your circumstance yesterday, what is it that you wanted to say on the Wtih show that you could tell us here? Because I'm actually interested in hearing what you have to say.
Well, what I really wanted to do also, I really wanted to clear up the whole Bass and Sands thing, but they only have like fucking 15 minutes left, so it's impossible for me to really say everything that I want to say.
We'll extend it.
No, I'm going to say this. Right now, I want Tom. I'm going to extend the show. I don't care if I got to extend it till 4 in the morning and you guys can all go to bed. I want Tom to get what he has to say out.
Yes.
I mean, because I really want to clear, because I talked with Jimmy about this extensively yesterday.
From this moment forward, I want everybody to mute their mics. You got the floor.
All right, I'm muting.
I mean, there's a big issue with the whole Bass and Sands thing, and everyone's got their own side of the story. And you know, I was there from the beginning of it all the way to the end of it. And I was talking about it with Jimmy. You know, I didn't realize that he had Bass and Sands on his show last week, and I didn't really get to hear it all. But when I spoke to him about it, apparently a whole bunch of backlash came out of this. Obviously, we all know every side has two stories. I'm on nobody's side. I'm not on Bass's side. I'm not on Sands' side. I'm not on any, you know, Phil, Rob, or Shock's side on this. I'm directly in the middle. And the fact of the matter is, I do hope that people actually re-listen to the replay of the show and actually listen to the whole show so they can get to this point to actually to hear this. It all started before. It was one of the Summer Jam tournaments. I believe it was Summer Jam 2 years ago, the year before MK9 came out. And it was Rio's first offline tournament. I remember because I actually waited around just to meet Rio, and the Bass and Sands were there, whatever. There was a big controversy going on, I think, on UMK.com, where apparently Bass and Sands were coming on, and Bass was talking about the glitch jabbing that was starting to become very popular online. I think he was basically saying, you know, that this is the most broke shit in the game. It's stupid, it's scrubby, it makes the game bad, but it's the most dominant tactic, and if you don't do it, you can't beat it. So he shows up to this tournament, and I find out that actually Rio got second and Bass wins the tournament. And then apparently, if you're winning the tournament, Bass says, hey, I don't want your fucking money, keep the money, I just want my trophy, and then he goes home. Now, at this point in time, Bass and Sands had not been doing, you know, pretending to be, you know, 10 different people and, you know, making things with other people's names and yada, yada, yada. This was just strictly staying on the gameplay and the shit talking the gameplay. And what happened is, I guess that after, you know, the tournament, I'm thinking that maybe Bass and Sands were kind of hoping that people would start eating a little bit of crow and kind of giving Bass, you know, his credit. Hey, this guy said he was going to show up and do the glitch jabbing shit. People weren't used to the glitch jabbing, and you know, he was right. It ended up being the most dominant tactic in the game, and it is the most dominant tactic at the highest level. And if you're playing someone who abuses it, you cannot win unless you do it also. But instead, what basically happened is I was reading. I remember I was reading posts back then where it was basically being said that, oh, you know, instead of the credit being given to Bass, it was just kind of like, yeah, well, Bass might have won the tournament, but he wouldn't have won should he have played Shock. Now, I didn't get to watch. If Bass and Sands say the tournament videos were not put up, that is false. I know for a fact that Shock put up, or whoever does the videos, you know, Phil, whatever, put up the videos of Bass winning the tournament of the Grand Finals against Rio, and I know that he definitely put up his matches in the tournament against L.I. Joe or wherever else he had to play. So all of his tournament matches, including the matches from winning the tournament, was put up. So if he tries to say, so Bass, it all said that they didn't put up the tournament matches, that is false. They 100% most definitely did put the tournament matches on. What happened is, it wasn't the tournament matches that went up right away. What went up right away were a few matches against Shock and Casuals. And they labeled it Grand Casuals, whatever. And basically, people were basically trying to get on Bass and say, should you have played Shock in the tournament, you wouldn't have won. That you only won the tournament because you didn't have to play Shock.
Oh.
And the Bass, you know, and here's Bass and Sands basically winning this tournament and not even hearing he was right. He showed up and proved his point. He won. Hold that shit. you only won. Keep in mind, I think Shock ended up losing to L.I. Gel. I don't remember who he lost to. And Base had to beat that person. So Base, I mean, because Base they've talked to me before, him and fans have talked to me before. I've talked to them right when MK9 first came out. And they were very angry because they feel like, you know, hey, there's this tournament, it's won by Base, and then we have to, they'll put up my tournament videos right away. They put up a bunch of fucking casuals where I lose to Shock. And I think that Base was probably upset because, according to him, there were other matches that in casuals that he won against Shock that they didn't put up. Now, I don't know about that at all. I didn't see any of those casuals, so I don't really know what really happened in the casuals. But I do know that Base at that point should have just said, who won the tournament? Who won the tournament? But when I brought that up to Base, saying you have the ultimate power, you could have just reminded him who won the tournament. Base was basically saying he literally was screaming from the top of his lungs, but I won the tournament, and it was like people would just glance over his post and say, no, bitch, you got owned. Look at these casual videos. And they were literally they were treating him as if he didn't win anything, or that his win was a fluke. You know,
so they pretty much use they pretty much use the casual games that he had to bolster the point
to dispute his tournament win.
Oh, that's kind of that's kind of scumbaggish. Which is what happened. Now that was definitely wrong. I mean, I really feel like, I mean, because we all know if he would have showed up and lost that tournament, he would have gotten blasted for it. But he wins, and they find some you know, I don't want to put Shock. I don't know who he is, because I don't want to say it was Shock or Phil or anybody else. So I don't really know exactly who put these videos up. And I do remember it was several people. You know, Phil I don't think was in on it, but there were people on that on UMK.com. They were really getting on him for those Grand Casuals videos. I know if you would have played Shock, you would have lost, and yada, yada, yada. And it was something that I was surprised to see. Now, like I said, I don't think really Shock said anything or Phil said anything, but I was surprised that Shock didn't get involved. I know he did congratulate Base, but I'm surprised they didn't get involved and stop all of that nonsense that was going on and saying, hey, guys, he won the tournament. They basically allowed Base to be attacked for winning the tournament after he said he was going to win. And, of course, now, in you know, looking back in hindsight, he was correct. The glitch jabbing is the most dominant thing in the entire fucking game. He said it. He showed up and proved it. And then after that, people just learned how to do it better than he did. I mean, the people can say, oh, he's not that good anymore. I don't care about if he's good like that anymore. I don't care if he would get beat by 1,000 people. That's the point. The point is, he said, this is the shit that's dominating right now. I'm going to show up and beat all of you and show you how dumb it really is. And then you guys are going to have to start doing it yourselves to win. And he was right. But instead of that, they tried to make him eat crow for some fucking casual videos instead of everyone else giving him his credit. So the dude showed up, won the tournament, and said, I don't even want your money. Keep the money. Just give me my trophy. I was right. That's all he asked for. Instead, he literally got attacked for doing that. And, I mean, it just went too far. And, of course, they started to take it too far with the flaming. And because their flaming got pretty extreme, they basically got banned from every single Mortal Kombat board. So here are these two guys feeling like the powers that be are just trying to shut us up because they don't want people to know that, oh, I don't know, you know, like, I don't know why they took it all out on Shock. I don't exactly know what the premise was exactly they had them take it out on Shock. But I do know that they kind of felt like the MK community, the powers that be, the guys that run all these forums, were kind of trying to protect Shock and whoever else was in that tournament by not letting the truth out. They felt like the MK community as a whole, the powers that be, were doing this so that the truth couldn't come out, so that nobody would know what really happened. All they would know is that, oh, Base got beat up in these casuals here. And you know, so they kind of felt like, you know, hey, we can never get our voice out there because they're just going to ban us from every fucking forum. And it was literally, they were flaming, they were arguing, but they were arguing in like, you know, like a flame troll fashion, and you know, it definitely got taken out of hand. But you have to understand how, I mean, I guess from their point of view, how angry it is to go to a tournament, do something like that, and you come home, and it's like you're still getting blown up for it. It's got to be extremely frustrating. So that's why I got basically banned from every.
They got banned from every single MK site. So to them, they're saying, you know what? They were still looking for attention, so they begin to attack Rio. Babying Rio online like a game, online, and putting the video up and saying Rio rage quits. Started creating fake YouTube accounts of Rio and trolling him that way, making fake, whatever. Now, I'm not defending what Basin fans did here. I'm not going to say what they did was right. I do think that, it was handled wrong by powers that be, Shock, Phil. I think they could have handled it a little better as far as the banning kind of thing. I mean, maybe not the banning, but as far as the initial situation of basically letting base getting blasted on and not really putting a stop to it. I really felt that there's a point that they could have put a stop to it. Or maybe whoever put the casual videos up said, hey, can you take these down, or at least making sure casual videos don't go up till after the tournament videos. I have never seen it before where after a tournament, I suppose that was a major UMK tournament, by the way. I mean, I know, we think in terms of majors, but UMK did not have a big following. But for UMK, there was a major UMK3 tournament with a lot of trash talk behind it. Rio's first offline tournament, mind you, and I've never seen a tournament like that where the casuals against the guy that won the video go up weeks before the tournament videos do. And I've never seen that before, which is basically what happened there. I really feel like, maybe they could have done something to prevent that, like say, hey, let's put the tournament videos up first. Or whoever put the casual videos up first, ask them to take it down until we can get the tournament video up so this guy doesn't think that we're being unfair to him. Because I do know for a fact that Shock and those guys did congratulate him. But when you see the tournament videos coming up and you're getting, and the casuals and you're getting taken apart on the forums, you kind of get defensive, which they did. Now, I'm not going to defend the way once they got banned from all the sites because of what they were doing.
No, nobody can defend. And I've told these guys, the things you've done are indefensible. But
of course, they agree. The difference is they agree they're indefensible. I mean, they didn't come on because this is a big thing. I could totally understand everybody being frustrated with Jimmy and the On Blast show. Those guys came on last week and said, you know what? We didn't do anything here, man. Fuck Shock, fuck Phil, fuck everybody over there that has to do with Combat Network, and, we're coming for their heads. They owe us. Instead, they came on and basically said, you know what? We feel like they fucked us. We damn sure fucked them over. They just it's so old, they just want to get it over with and get, kind of like a clean slate. Hey, let's just come back into the community again. It was so long ago. Let's just say, whatever, bygones be bygones, fresh start. And, Base basically came on and said, dude, we did so much fucked up shit, I don't even remember half of it. We did so much, I don't even remember it. But he did admit that he went too far and that he was wrong in going too far. The difference is the other sides are not admitting they did anything wrong. Literally, it was 100% Base. I mean, I fail to believe that this guy won a tournament and then came home and was angry after he won and said, now I'm going to fuck with everybody by impersonating them. That was provoked. The bottom line is the initial ripping came from that side. They poked Base and fans in a way that really, really irritated them. And then after they were irritated, they cut their voice off. So here you have a bunch of angry people that want to talk about why they're so angry, and then you cut off their voice. They were definitely wrong. Again,
that's my take.
If we're going to assign blame, I want to say that Base and fans went to a degree that note that the other parties did not. Shock, Phil, they did not go anywhere near the extent that Base and fans did. They went off the fucking deep end with half of the shit they did.
No,
but
they
the bottom line is,
on the Richter scale.
Yeah, but where it started was that side got them going. They basically unleashed the monster and then tried to shut it down.
Also, Tom, there's things you don't know about it. You know that? Like, there's things that happened that is not discussed. Like, only Phil and a few select people know.
But
I agree with that, but I'm saying where it started from. If I kick somebody in the fucking mouth, and I'm not going to sit here and say, man, Please, I don't know why this guy is hunting me down, man. He's doing all this fucked up shit to me. I kicked him in the fucking mouth to start. Don't kick somebody in the fucking mouth, and then when they go crazy, wonder why. That's what happened. They kicked him in the mouth, basically. The bottom line is what happened here. I don't care about. I'm not defending any of the fucked up shit he did. He went way too far, well beyond anything that, any kind of ripping that they could have done to him. He went way too far to like a whole new level of, wow, this fucked up, impersonating people, so on and so forth. Way too far. But they struck first. You know, I clearly remember that thread on UMK.com where Base was getting taken apart. They put up a video calling it Grand Casuals. I mean,
what is it? Let me ask you this: what is a Grand Casual?
You can't do that. You can't do that. I mean, how can you possibly? I don't want to say that Shock made that argument because I don't believe Shock is not someone that would, use casuals to undermine a tournament win. But it was going on that site. People were posting those casual videos and saying, "Oh, this tournament win doesn't count because if he'd have played Shock, he'd have fucking lost." And it's going on UMK.com. And when basically Base and fans are responding back, then they were basically saying that at that point, then Shock and those guys started coming down on them. And they're like, dude, get the fuck out of here, man. I came to your tournament, I backed up my word, and on your fucking site you're letting people post casual videos and saying I only won because I didn't have to play you, yada, yada, yada. And then when I come on and dispute it, you want to ban me for flaming back people that are flaming me? That's basically how it started.
Brady.
Yeah.
Brady. I kind of feel like I have to defend Shock a little bit here because I was actually with him today, hanging out with him for a couple hours, and he was telling me some of the stuff that happened at that exact tournament you were talking about.
Yeah.
And he said that they came there, and when they came there, he was really cool with them or whatever, and they came up to him because he said that they had been trolling him for months before that tournament. That's what he said. Okay, like making fun of him, making fun of other players in the scene, things like that. So they came there and they apologized to him to his face, saying, "Oh, we were just trolling. We didn't really mean anything by that. Blah blah blah." Right? So for first match, Shock bodies Sans Power 2-0 in the tournament. Okay. So all that shit he was talking about how he would body Shock would turn out to be nonsense, right? So then...
Shock is a great player, obviously, so, that's not to be expected.
So then, basically, what he said was they were, making fun of him, behind his back, during the tournament. They said, "Oh, yeah, my bad for trolling." Then the Base turns around to Sans Power, and they start snickering together, right after he apologized to him, right? And then every match... he was antagonizing Shock, things like that, right? This is what he said that went on a tournament. So he was basically being a troll in real life and being a dick to him. So when the tournament was over, they played more casuals. Shock ended up winning quite a bit more casuals against him than he won against Shock. Fine, it's casuals, it is what it is. Base never played Shock in the tournament. That's true. So what happened is, then Shock told me that he went on that right after the tournament and gave props on MKU to Mr. Akaface and Sans Power, right?
That's true. He did.
Right after that, they started fucking Shock. Right after he gave him props. Okay. So that every match that was recorded, every single one has been put up on YouTube. There's no matches that were not recorded that were not on YouTube. That's what he told me. I tended to believe him, so I kind of feel like...
that's true. Because I did hear that Base and fans were trying to say that the tournament footage that got put up with the casuals up, and that is not true. Like I said, I know for a fact that Shock made sure every single tournament video was up. The videos of Base winning that tournament were, in fact, uploaded by Shock.
Right. So, but I don't get why they would do all that stuff to Shock and other people if Shock is the one giving them props. And putting
let me just say this. All right, and I'm in no way jabbing Shock.
I feel like it the wrong way, though. Is what I mean to say. They feel like basically And because I didn't see a dispute. I mean, I even saw. I saw everybody basically make the argument of if Shock would have played bass in the tournament. You know, I don't like if. Now, you know what? For a long time, the Patriots beat the Colts, but the Colts beat the Broncos, but the Broncos beat the Patriots. But guess what? The Colts always beat the Broncos, and they had to play the Patriots. If the Broncos had a higher seed, they had to play the Patriots first, and they would have beat the Patriots, and then the Colts would have beat the Broncos. The Colts would have three Super Bowls, not the Patriots. But if doesn't fucking matter. The thing that matters is what happens. And I was disappointed to see that kind of argument being made and supported by so many community leaders. That look, like I said, I'm not going to defend anything that Basin fans did. Obviously, way out of line in absolutely everything they did. But I really feel like in allowing that to happen, in allowing the whole thing, the whole grand casuals bullshit to happen, and bragging about after the tournament what happened. It was like there was more talk. It was like a small byline of low props, and then it was a whole bunch of what happened after the tournament and the casuals and what woulda, coulda, shoulda possibly happened should they have met in a tournament. And I feel like in handling it in that manner, it opened the door for Basin fans to say, now we have a reason to whatever. I think that was handled wrong. I feel like if they would have just said, not even talk about the casuals, props, let them come on and troll. So fucking what? Let him troll. You know what? He won the fucking tournament. Let him beat his fucking chest, you know. He said he was going to show up and do something. He showed up and did it. Let him beat his chest about it. You know what I mean? I mean, who cares? But to me, that's neither here nor there, because in my opinion, Basin fans coming on that show did not come on the On Blast show to justify themselves. I mean, in reality, Phil and Rob could be 100% right about absolutely everything they're saying. The difference is, no one is 100% now within fault. I mean, let's be serious. Doing the whole grand casual thing, let's be honest, that was a shot at base. Can we all agree about that? That was a little poke in his direction. Can we all agree on that?
Well, okay. Could you explain to people the grand casual thing? Because I don't think people understand, fully what you're talking about.
The grand casuals is, before any tournament videos came up, they posted up videos of Shock beating base. I think it was 3-0, and they called it Grand Casuals. That was the title of the video.
When you say hey, who are you referring to?
I'm not sure who put the video. I don't want to say Shock did it when I don't know if it was his, or do I think it was him? Like I said, I've never known Shock or Phil to glorify casuals or the tournament, or Rob. Obviously those guys don't do that. But I do know that those videos, it might have been Shock that put it up. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure who put them up. Either way, the video was put up and called, maybe it was Shock, and it's called Grand Casuals. And the premise of it was, this was what would have happened should they have played in the tournament, Grand Final. You see what I'm saying? Hence the Grand Casuals, which is what ribbed base the wrong way. Now, again, I didn't know about the trolling shot. I didn't hear the show last night. I was catching my first flight.
Wait, you didn't hear the show? You didn't hear when Phil came on? Phil and Dark Rob?
No, I was on a plane.
Okay, the reason they were really especially mad also that they were on Blast Show is because they, not alone that they didn't want to hear it, but they weren't going to come on to talk to them. So they were given a voice and they were able to say what they had to say without shocking them being there to defend themselves. Whatever. They came on my show, they talked. But you know what you're doing right now? You're talking about it. They're not here. They can't defend themselves.
Okay, but
but here's the point. I'm not here to allow them to defend themselves because they don't need any defending. Because we have a situation here of, I am not disputing anything they're saying, as well as I'm not disputing anything Bass and Sands is saying. They are both right. When Shock and Phil and Rob come on here in detail all the fucked up shit that Bass and Sands did, they're correct. And Bass even came on last week and admitted that they did a whole bunch of fucked up shit and they took it too far. And you have Rob and Phil coming on basically saying the same thing. Those guys did some fucked up shit, and they took things way too far. So both parties are in agreement that Basin fans did some fucked up shit. At the same time, Basin fans feel like their voice, that Grand Casual thing was a shot at Base, and which it was, and it, you know, I mean, it's probably such a minute thing compared to what those guys did, but it still bothers them. They basically came on last week.
But nobody's here. Sans and Base are not here. Phil and nobody else is here.
Yeah,
but you know what this is? But you know what this is? This is the third person that was there. You weren't there. I wasn't there. Troy, you weren't there. Bill was there.
I mean, look,
but Bill knows about that one particular situation.
Both sides. Both sides. Both. My point is, both sides did something to really piss off the other one. Again, what Phil and those guys did, or Shock, was so minute. You know what I mean? It was whatever, you know, compared to what Base and them did. But either way, shots were fired from both sides. And what I'm here to say is not to talk about what Base did or anyone else, or what Base says they did. What I'm basically here to say is neither side was wrong in what they said. Everything Base was, you know, correct in being pissed off because whatever they did, and Phil and Rob are 100% right in what they say that those guys did. The difference is Base did not come on the show to throw blame or to get justice. He came on the show to say, look, man, I've moved past it now. It's over 2 fucking years old. I want my voice back in the community. I went too far. I'm sorry. I'll admit it. I did some fucked up shit. So much shit that I can't even list it all because I don't even fucking remember it. That's how much shit I did.
You know what
he came on the show and said that.
You didn't hear what you didn't even hear what Phil had to say. Listen, I'm not talking about details. You didn't hear what they said yesterday. You didn't hear their side of the story at all. So it's like you're talking, like, I understand you're giving your third person point of view about it, but you didn't even hear what they had to say at all.
I don't have to hear a side of the story to know when somebody says, I want back in. I'm sorry about it. I went too far. Can we just put it behind us? There's no reason in the fucking world to not do it.
Phil can't put it behind him. You don't understand. There's something that happened that you don't know.
I've heard about that when he made the 9.95 blog on Facebook.
No, you don't know about this. I know for a fact you don't know about this. Most people don't. Maybe 5 people know about this. And
okay, what is it?
I can't. It's not my business to say anything. But whatever that thing is, it's too much for Phil to put behind him. It hurt him really bad. I thought he almost cried when he was on my stream yesterday. On the show yesterday.
I heard something about.
And he's gonna hear that you not to be mad at you, but that this came up again. And he basically they're gonna. It's just I don't even know why we're still talking.
But people hold on, wait, stop. Because keep in mind, I just said I'm not disputing anything Phil or Rob said. I never said they were incorrect in anything they said.
You said they're right.
That's exactly what I said. I'm not disputing anything they say. I believe anything that Phil or Rob or Shock says that Base and fans did, I 100% believe. I do believe that. But at the same time, the things that Base and fans say that they are offended by, I also believe happened. Now, I'm not going to say 2 wrongs make a right, and I damn sure know that Base and fans did things to actually hurt or try to hurt these guys in real life, which they in no way, shape, or form even dreamed about doing to somebody else. And the only thing I heard of was a story where they basically pretended to be Phil and made the story about how Phil was getting all fucked up and, fucking hookers and whatever. And I don't know, I think that, obviously that really hurt Phil, obviously. But dude, this is America. People don't even stay in jail for the rest of their life for murdering one person. But we're going to fucking exile someone for the rest of their life from a video game for them?
But who are we to tell them that they should forgive them? If they don't want to, they don't want to. Then we just need to move on. I don't know, what else there is to move on from here? What else?
I think what Thomas should.
It's unfair.
They don't understand.
What if what if there's another member of this site who has been hurt equally as bad by another member, but they can't. But that member that hurt him, they won't get a lifetime ban. You can just. It's basically saying, let me get this straight. Justice is only done when you do it to the higher ups of the site. But if someone does that to the low guys, oh, fuck me, because I'm not high enough up on the food chain to get somebody else a lifetime ban. They'll just tell me, take it to PM and get over it. Well, fuck you. You take it to PM and you get over it. You know? It has that ring to it. I'm a big quality kind of guy, you know? What's fair is fair. Now, if every member in the MK community cannot get a member banned for infinity if they hurt them in real life and they can't move past it, then nobody should be able to do it. Period.
I tend to agree with you on that 100%.
Wait. You're saying that they came on their show and apologized. In the same exact show, they said Phil smelled like shit. That's exactly what they said. That he stunk like shit. That Shock and AC-1994 were not good players. Let's be serious, they said. That how could Shock lose to L.I. Joe and be a good player? That basically they were just clowning Shock, AC-1984, and Phil the rest of the show after they came on and first said they wanted to squash the beef. So that's what I mean. It's ass clown behavior.
I didn't hear that part either. See, I didn't hear that part either.
I heard I was on the show. I didn't hear him say Phil smelled like shit.
I didn't hear that part.
They did.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. I heard the second part.
If they said that, if I turned around and heard that, I would have interjected in it.
I'm gonna go back.
I talked to Rob on the whole Basement Fan thing. I don't have the detailed laundry list of things they've done. I know they've impersonated Rio. They've impersonated Phil. They've impersonated Phil with a fucked up story that, you know, a really fucked up story about him. Went way too far. Doing something like that was ridiculous. But it was the reason why I'm talking about it now is because it was my understanding that they came on this show last week to basically say, hey, you know what? We want to move past all this, and we did a whole bunch of fucked up shit. We went too far. That's what I heard their premise was. So I said, if somebody is sincere about truly saying, hey, I fucked up, you did shit to piss me off, but I know I went too far. I just want to put it behind us and go forward. I believe everybody deserves a second chance. And I felt like if you're not going to give them a second chance, it was fucked up. Now, if they came on the show to say, hey, we know we went too far, by the way, Phil smells like shit, and started ripping on Shock and AC-1984, then obviously if Phil would have said, you know what, if we let them back in, they're just going to go back to the same thing, then I agree with them. Because if they came on the show to do that and started insulting them, obviously what the fuck do you think they're going to do the very moment they let them back in the community? The second you unban everybody, they're just going to start PMing Phil and making threads and trying to make fun of Phil. They're going to make fun of Shock. They're going to make fun of... And the last thing we need is two people who obviously do absolutely nothing for the tournament scene getting in there and trying to make it as uncomfortable as possible for guys that do everything for the tournament. You know? So they came on there and they said that Phil smells like shit.
Yeah, and then they said that AC-1984 was a crappy player, that he was way overrated, and that Shock wasn't a good player, and that this person wasn't a good player. They were just putting everyone down pretty a lot.
I mean, I heard the thing about Shock and AC, but I really don't remember them saying that about Phil.
They said, okay, they said he smelled like shit.
Actually, I did this. I know I did re-listen to it. I don't know. Maybe I missed it.
I mean, either way. I mean, if they came on there and
hey, one thing I know for a fact, they did not say that Phil smells like shit. I mean, I won't deny that they said AC-1984 was garbage, and that they said, what's his name shouldn't have been launched with Shock, and obviously. Like I said, I didn't intend that whole show at all to be nothing but hopefully a mending process. I've learned that, like I said, because of the generation I grew up in where I guess sorry if they don't like to hear it, but we trolled each other. We had balls. We didn't let Steph get under our skin. A lot of this stuff that's said is mean. I'll tell everybody right now, me and Summoning back in the day, Somebody had a mole that used to grow on his neck, and I used to call it a neck brain every day, and I had fucked up teeth, and he'd call me toothless, you know, and was it malicious shit? Yeah. But I guess because we come from a generation where, you know, I guess what I could say is words don't hurt. You know. But
but the basic. First of all, first calling 1984 and shot bad players. That's in the confines of the game. People get caught bad players every day. I don't care about that. In my opinion, obviously we all know that in 1984 are two of the best UMK3 players we've ever seen play the game. Period, bar none. So if Basin fans want to take cheap shots and keep it in the game, people cheap shot me every fucking day and then they lie, and nobody gets banned for it. There's that's irrelevant. It has nothing to do, you know. Now, if you're going to insult somebody, now, if basically Phil's, if the fear is that Basin fans are going to come back in, because all I know is that we did that during that charity stream. Basin fans came into that charity stream, and they donated money to the Combat Network cause. They played Rio. I think they beat Rio. And they didn't say a word about it. No trolling at all. They came on and acted like normal, respectable people, and they even, they put everything aside. And I just don't know that it's a fact that I think that they should get a second chance. That's what I'm saying. And if they fuck it up, then hey, they fuck it up. Okay, then hey, we gave you a chance and you guys fucked up. But I think they should get a second chance to integrate themselves into the community. And if they keep their shit talking in the confines of the game, then they should be allowed to stay. But if they start attacking Phil and Nit and Shock, Rhea, whoever personally like they had, then they're done. Get the fuck out and you're never coming back again. This time there is no one doing it. I feel like maybe, yeah. I don't know. I don't know that it's fair to assume that if they're let back in, they're going to for sure cause havoc again. I don't know that.
You know what? At the end of the day, look, and I really don't want to sit on this too much because obviously I watched the show with Phil and Rob yesterday, and he got.
Yeah, I agree with everything they say. Let me again stand for the record. I agree with everything Phil and Rob say. Any detail they gave on Basin fans is 100% accurate. 100% accurate.
So all I know is this is enough for Phil to want to quit the community. So all I can say is, or whatever, take a break. So I just think that it's so much nonsense for two guys that are a bunch of fucking trolls anyway. Like
but
really.
You know what, Claude? If you were one of them that was banned, you wouldn't be saying that.
Why would
if
I?
I was Phil, if I was Phil and I owned TestStream, I would keep him banned. I would say fuck all you guys. I don't give a fuck what you say. Based on what he did,
But then you wouldn't be a community leader, and
James,
don't claim to be a don't what.
The thing is that you need to understand, like, if there is something that you don't know, that like Pherleece is saying, like something that really bad happened that no one knows, then you really can't keep talking about this, because if it's something that bad, then no offense, you really you don't deserve to even say that they shouldn't ban them, because it was something that bad.
But Jimmy told me that they were saying that they want to go to tournaments, but they can't because they're banned from tournaments and they fear for their own safety.
No,
there's something else there.
Phil clearly said that. He made it clear, and I've known this for a long time, that they've never been banned from a tournament. They've always been welcome, and nobody's gonna beat them up.
Well, look,
people are scared they're gonna come and beat.
I'll tell you this: I saw, and I've heard people. I'm not mentioning names. I'm not going to try to dig this in. I've heard people that said they would fuck them up if they went to a tournament.
But hold on, let me get this straight now. Base and fans are not banned from tournaments?
No.
Oh, well, that changes everything then, because I'm basically on.
What's the sense by when saying, that Tim Static was fucking shaking when his boy said that he would fuck him up and this and that shit, like threatening people and shit. So like, why would they be scared of going to a tournament after they're seeing people that to fuck with Team Static and shit like that. Why would they be scared? Aren't they tough and shit?
They take pictures of their trophy with handguns next to it.
Well, basically, I was under the impression, what I was told was that they were banned from tournaments, and they're not allowed to compete anymore.
No.
And that kind of pisses them off. And
That's stupid.
I'm only on here saying give them a second chance.
I asked them to come
because
to
I'm
ECT.
sitting here thinking, I'm sitting here. What they were what?
I asked them to come to ECT. I was like, why don't you guys come to ECT? They're gonna do UMK3. Because they asked me to have them on the show. I was like, why don't you guys just come to ECT? Try to just come play your games and whatever. That's it. And, But they couldn't make it, But it's not. That's what I'm saying. They weren't banned.
I talked to
my understanding was that they were banned because they basically made it seem like they were banned from tournaments. And I'm sitting there thinking, dude, if shit is so fucked up and they're not allowed to tournaments, come on, man, then that's going too far. They should not be banned from going to tournaments, which is the only reason why I'm on here saying let bygones be bygones, because they shouldn't be banned from competing. That's ridiculous. But if they're not banned from competing, and the only sanction on them is they just can't go on the boards to disrupt things, then maybe their true intention is to come in and disrupt stuff. But as long as they can compete, they're always allowed to go to the tournaments and interact, so they're not totally cut off. In that case, then...
Wait. I got a quote from Shock here. Can I read it?
Yeah.
They were never not allowed to come to tournaments. They are not welcome around me. I will not talk to them or play against them. They do fall under zero tolerance because they have threatened players' bodily harm at future events, which does qualify for a ban by the directors. So he's saying that they can come to a tournament if they want. Shock will refuse to play them. He will DQ himself, he said. And that they are on a short leash because they have they threaten to harm people. So Big E knows this, but they are allowed to come, not banned.
Okay, well, I didn't even know that. So they have actually physically threatened to hurt players at tournaments.
Yes. That's what Shock is saying.
That's absolutely ridiculous, then. I mean, obviously, you got two guys that are threatening people. Again, look, obviously, I didn't have the whole story, so I only knew the tournament part of it, but obviously there's a whole lot more than what I even know.
There was just other things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, I wasn't even aware of that. So, I mean, if you got two guys that are doing more than just trolling, if they're going to start physically threatening other people that go to these tournaments,
so wait. Let me interject this then, because you know what? Because now I'm pissed. All right, and I'm pissed. All right. So basically, what Shock is saying, they don't condone physical violence, correct?
Correct.
All I'm saying, I read your quote.
Wait. Or threats of physical violence, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this: when they trolled Nancy on Twitter and said, when they trolled Nancy, who was coming down to VSM for a while, Sands and Base.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they put out that everybody in VSM was going to bukkake her.
Right.
And I turned around and said, I'm going to go fuck him up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say the powers of VSM and the community gave me his address and where to go to find him.
Oh shit!
Is that not the same thing?
Damn, on blast.
But isn't this also personal?
What's that?
Isn't it also personal? Because you're friends, we're all friends with Nancy.
Yeah, okay, but the point is, at the end of the day, is that not doing the same exact thing of threatening a person? I mean, you're basically...
Not really. They're not tournament related.
It doesn't matter. It's internet fucking MK gay fucking crap related.
It's not internet when it becomes personal.
And you're talking about some...
Guys, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut in. All right. I only have 1 hour and a half to get ready and get out of here, so I just want to say thank you for having me on the show. I really got to go. I hope to speak to you guys.
Get you again.
Thanks, man.
All right, thanks.
What is the difference between them threatening somebody on the internet and them actually giving me an address to go fuck somebody up?
Wait a minute. What he's saying is...
No. Off of a comment that was made on the internet.
All right. What he's saying is, at tournaments, this is a Big E thing, not even necessarily them, that they've threatened that when I see you at a tournament, I'm going to beat you up. So essentially, Big E is on watch for this. That's what he's saying.
Okay, so really, it's escalated worse when in my opinion, when you tell somebody, here's the key to the car to go fuck them up, I put the address and the gas in there, go fuck them up. That's pretty much a hit job in my eyes.
Wait, what did the directors say again, Claude? That the reason they banned them? Can you repeat that? Remember?
They're not banned.
No. Like you said about like threatening somebody. You said that it made the directors able to ban. What was it that you said?
No, I said that Big E, because they are coming to Big E tournaments because they're from the Northeast, you know. So that Big E is on watch because they had threatened saying that.
This is before. You
What?
said about why they're banned from like Test Your Might. Because
they're banned from Test Your Might for constantly doing things that break the site's rules. That's why they're banned from Test Your Might.
Okay, so what happened with Nancy have to do with the site rules?
Because
What Jimmy is saying is because basically what Jimmy is saying is when Shock said, hey, them threatening other players, that falls under our zero tolerance rule in our community here, and he is also aware of it. Yeah. And Jimmy is saying, well, if it falls under zero tolerance, why would you basically give me the guy's address and tell me to go fuck him up?
But that's it. But after that doesn't have anything to do with the community or tournaments or anything.
Mortal Kombat, it has nothing to do with Mortal Kombat.
That's just James wants to go and fucking hit this nigga because he was talking shit about Nancy. That doesn't have to do anything with tournaments.
But it's the point. But it's the point.
But it's what
that.
Well, what point though?
What's the difference between? Wait, what's the difference? Personalized is different, but it was game related. It was over a comment on Twitter on Test Your Might.
A bunch of guys that your friends are gonna come all over her.
Okay, but it's a comment made on freaking Twitter.
It has to be a comment made somewhere because they don't even live near us.
It's
okay?
internet. It's internet shit. So you're willing to put a hit out on somebody, fucking?
So you didn't want to beat them up?
Something bad? I ain't saying that.
So you didn't want to beat them up?
I'm just saying.
First of all, I want to say what they did with Phil is, I mean, look, nobody.
Well, let me say something. No, hold on, something. I'm gonna let you finish, James.
What?
I mean, you had these people on the show, and but the thing is that you really know how they are. I mean, just by the whole Nancy thing, why would you even you fucking wanted to hit them before? Yeah, you didn't like these guys. Like, why start this? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you know, like at the end of the day, they are pussies and they are bitches, and they're fucking two guys that hide behind fucking keyboards and talk shit. At the end of the day, they are pussies, and pussies get fucked.
Yeah. I mean,
if they go to a tournament, somebody wants to fuck them up, if they ask me to help, I will fuck them up too, because they're pussies.
I mean, look, what they did to Phil is ridiculous. I mean, I personally believe that if fans and base ever had to wake up one morning and read a fictitious account of their life, that they wouldn't be too happy about it either. You know, so obviously, for Phil, I guess I can see from Phil's point of view, you know, here you got two guys who did something fucked up like that, and they come on the show and laugh about it and say, yeah, we went too far, but man, we did some fucked up shit. You know, that only makes you even angry, even more angry to have to, you know?
Are they banned on MKU also?
I don't know.
I thought I heard they were.
MKU is the MK9 site. Why would they even go on there?
I mean, I
heard they're banned from MKU,
my point is, now that I get the whole story, now that I get the whole story of it, because I didn't get to listen to the show, nor have I talked to Phil or Rob in detail about them. I only know about what I have read as far as the tournament side of it. But now I'm getting the other side of it as to the threatening players and all the other shit. I mean, to be honest with you, if you got guys that have been known to do this, and you honestly believe that these guys, they go on the On Blast show and continuously still talk shit, I mean, there's no reason not to believe at the very moment it's lifted, they're going to come back and do it again. I mean,
they shouldn't be let back in the website tournaments, whatever. I mean, because James, you brought them. Wait, James, you brought them on the show so they could explain their story, their side on the story of the fail shock thing, right?
Yeah.
And they did. All right. But the thing is that that's not the only problem with them. you know, that's not just the problem. They're just fucking assholes. They were talking shit about Nancy. They were calling me a pussy for crying after Columbus. They were trolling, you know, other players and shit. You know, there's just too much proof that they're assholes, man.
I mean, if you're gonna be in the